Namaste. Welcome. Welcome. I'm so happy that you are here. Thank you so much for coming to class. If this is your first time, of course that you are welcome. This is not like a bridge class where that if you got into the middle of it, you would feel quite lonely and wouldn't know how to catch up. But I always try to give a class like this that is Hatha Yoga on many levels. And today we're going to talk about the spine, the spinal column. Something that we rarely think about until the spine, the back, begins to talk back to us. When we're 20, perhaps we don't think about it because, well, it feels good, and the muscles that are on either side of the spine are youthful and in top condition through the athletics of school. But in our 30s, due to our maturing process, the fluids that naturally come to the spine and to the discs of the spine begin to retract. Inactivity, sitting at desks and work, and a lot of the things that we used to do, perhaps we're not doing so much anymore. So this class I'm going to show you and share with you with the idea that if you move your spine every day in 6 directions, this will maintain your health of your spine, any age, anytime, anywhere. And if you watch this whole series, you'll be able to see different things you can do, totally clothed or in comfortable attire that I am in right now. If you move your spine in 6 directions, this flushes out and flushes the fluids in through the discs of the spine and through the muscles of the spine, and it becomes up to us after 30 to do this. So we're going to work on Cobra pose, and we'll do that at the end of the class. And first, before we do that, let's do some work on the hamstrings and also kind of tune into the self. I'm going to be using a pillow, if I have time for it, and a strap here on my soft belt. So if you have it alongside of you, remember to bring it into class, a soft belt, a tie, or I have a karate belt there. And close your eyes and place your feet well apart, arms away from your body, and shoulders back and down from your ears, and go into an alignment of nose, chin, breastbone in alignment. And turn off your morning, turn off your evening, and just be very much a part of this present moment. Even if you've practiced with this tape many, many times, approach it now as if it's the very first moment. And assess for yourself. Feel how the skin feels, what you have brought with you, and let's do a little bit of easy stretching and yawning, kind of enticing the body to move, to stretch, not assaulting it with too quick a movement. So raise the arms above your head, and let's stretch and reach, and as you do, take care of your back right away. And here you can feel the arch beginning to start with the arms over the head. Press lightly that arch, just gently down towards your floor. I do this by pulling this muscle up into my rib cage, and it does it very easily and simply. And stretching the arms and reaching, and stretching the arms and reaching, and kind of bringing blood to every muscle of the body easily. Will you just roll over onto your side that's facing me? Just roll over onto your side that's facing me. And then the top hand, let's stretch from your waist to your fingertips, and from your waist down to the heel of your feet, and stretch and make a nice long line. So you stretch the muscles on the sides of your body. Good. So nice, long, easy line. Then we're going to roll over onto the back like a rag doll. Turn and then do this then on the opposite side. And I'm just going to stay on my same side, but you turn over, do it on your opposite side, so it would be on your left side perhaps. Raise the top arm so that they are parallel with your leg, and stretch again, reaching, lengthening like you had a cord around your wrist, and going in one direction, and a cord around your ankle, and it's lengthening in the other direction. Good. Keep breathing. Then let everything get slack and soft, and then roll over onto your back just like a rag doll. Good. And enjoy the sensation, the feeling of lightness that follows. And take a breath in. Good. Breathing in. That's what the body loves to do, is to breathe. And then just lower the arms down to your side. And if you have your belt nearby, you just grab a hold of your belt and bend your knees, feet on the floor, and let's start with our right leg. And extend the right leg up to the ceiling, placing the strap around the ball of the foot, sort of getting the spaghetti out of the way. And if you need a strap, this is fine, to use it and just lower the knee to knee. So you are extending the back of the heel, using a little bit of resistance, and we're going to stretch the hamstrings to both directions, in quite a few directions today. So slowly, let's lift the right leg up, not using the resistance of the thigh, but using the muscles to slowly lift, and listen to where you are today with the hamstring stretch. Pausing at your edge, breathing in, and on your exhalation, pulling the knee a little bit closer towards your chest, not forcing. And remember that there is this downward motion of the hip, so that we're pushing the direction, also going down towards the bone, the sitting bone, down towards your mat. And turn now your toes so it's facing outwards, so that my right toe is facing to the right. And we're going to bring the right toe down to the right, right onto the floor. Slowly down, and pause there. Pulling the left knee back, keeping the buttock muscles on the floor so you're not leaning to the right. Try to resist that lean. I put my hand on my hip bone sometimes, and it helps me to keep my weight over to the left. Breathe in, and exhaling slowly down. Take it easy, take your time, slowly. Let the ligaments in the inside of the thighs stretch out gradually. It's not a yanking. It takes 30 more seconds for muscles to stretch, so take your time. And then slowly raise the leg up. Let the muscle in the inner thigh lift you up. And then change legs. How are you doing with this? Especially if you've been with me for a few weeks now. Do you feel the difference? Do you feel the improvement? I'd love to hear about your improvement. All right, remember now it's around the ball of the foot, not your arch. And then slowly lower the knee to knee. It's a good place to start because most people can keep an elongated, long leg, kneecap pulled up from this position. And now let the leg muscles lift you as you climb the ladder, just like I'm doing here. Very little resistance until I come to the top or the edge where I know it feels that sweet discomfort. Breathing in, and on the exhalation, slowly bringing the knee towards your chest, thinking about the crease of your thigh pulling down perhaps so that you get the two motions going down. Pausing there. Fine, breathing comfortably, breathing in, relaxing your jaw. Remember, you don't stretch hamstrings with a jaw muscle. And then release. Will you turn your toe now so it's going to the left wall? Turn so it's going to the left, lightly holding onto your strap, and then coming down very slowly to the left. Now you can see what I'm doing here as I'm weighting my knee, the right knee, so the right knee goes to the right. As I go to the left, it helps me just to keep balance, keep the alignment of my spine as I slowly come down. Good. And then to that edge where you know if you go any further, you might hurt yourself, so you pause. All right, breathe in. And on the exhalation, that's just come to an edge, you pause. And then draw the leg back up slowly. Everything is slow so that you know where you are at all times. Your awareness is right on the inside of the thigh, right on the top of your toes. And now let's lower the leg very slowly again. Slowly extending your heel, letting the muscle do the work for you, and also keeping the belly area very stable and right to the floor. Good. Putting the mat away, let's use now what we've just done. Turn over onto your side. Put the top hand to the floor and push up. Nicest way I know for your back to come out after you've been on your back for a while. Let's stand up and use now the stretching of hamstrings. Use them now for a more intense, a little bit more intense work. Feet about 3 feet apart. Let's go to the left. So I'm going to ask you to turn your right foot towards the center and then your left foot pointing towards your left wall. All right, how are you? Right there with me? Good. Folding forward now. I'm looking over my left knee. Breathing in, I'm going to fold over that hip hinge and fold forward. And as I fold forward, ease the knee just slightly and slowly come forward, listening to your back. Your back releases if you'll just ease that knee slightly and let your hands fall softly on either side of your foot. Breathe in and look up, breathe in, and on the exhalation, slowly bring the nose towards the knee, not forcing. Bend your knee as much as you would like, and if you are more experienced, then you can slowly straighten it. Good. All right, walk your hands to the center of your 2 feet. Walking the hands to the center of your 2 feet, and then let's turn the feet now to the right so that the left foot is towards the center, right is towards that right wall. Ease my right knee, breathe in, and exhale, nose towards the knee. As you progress, straighten the knee just a little bit, and then release. And then let's come up from that bent knee as you come up, come up, come up. Good. Facing still that right direction, and then turning. Let's try that one more time. All right, let's try it one more time. You're going to turn to the left, kneecap pulled up. Breathe in, exhale, folding forward. Ease knee. And now let's stretch the right arm towards the wall in front of you. Stretch it towards you and then start turning the navel towards me so that you are in your triangle pose. It's what we worked with the last class we met. And then come up, come up, come up. Good. Let's turn now to the right. Go slowly. Breathe in. Fold forward over the right knee. As you fold forward, slowly coming forward, let your hands be very soft. Stretch your left arm, stretch it, yes, the left arm towards that wall in front of you, and just lightly put your hand beneath the knee as you come up, turning the navel towards me. Stretching, breathing, good, and then come up. Arms out in that T position again, stretching, growing. Feel the strength of your body, and then lower the arms down, slowly down, and down, and down. Bring the toes together, heels together, toes together, heels together, toes together. And round your back, and let's come back down to your floor with a rounded back. There's definitely a place in yoga for a rounded back as there is a lengthened back. Easing the knees and then just coming down into a squat, letting the toes stretch out. Good. And then will you come onto your knees and just be comfortable. Cobra pose. Ways to move our spine in 6 directions. The mid part of our back. We can see so much about ourself, our life, through the mid part of our back. You can look at others and see a great deal about themselves, how they feel about themselves, how they carry their lives on their shoulders, well and up and strength, or do they carry it like great heavy baggage, like the weight of the world, and we have quite a rounded back. We can do something about that because gravity does pull us forward. We can always think about the great skyhook at the top of the head, the lengthening of the spine, practicing how to keep the fluids of the spine juicy and always moving through moving the spine in 6 directions. Come onto your knees, and the friend that we know very well now, which is your table pose, opening the knees up. Be sure that your knees are a little bit back of your hips. This is important. And your hands are a little bit in front of your shoulders. Round your back like a cat. And this opens the back side of the spinal column, and it opens the discs for one direction for fluid to flow around. And now let the lower back sag just slightly and lift the chin. And this opens the front of the spine as you breathe in. And exhale, rounding the back. This rounds now, this thoracic, especially those vertebrae right between your shoulder blades. There are about 12 vertebrae called the thoracic vertebra. And then letting the lower back sag again as you lift the chin. Bring the hands or the thumbs together. And the knees together this time to wag the tailbone like a dog as you just wag from side to side and side to side. Now, it's an easy movement, but it's a lateral movement as you just go from side to side. As you do this, you try to feel like you're squeezing right in the right side of your waist. And look around over your right shoulder to see your hip. You won't be able to see the hip, but that's the direction to go in. And then to the left, squeeze in at your waist, look around over your shoulder, and then back to center. And one more time, dog wag to the right, center, and to the left. Place now, if you will, I notice that I have a pillow here. It's a good pillow, it's firm, it's small, and I'm going to just fold it in two. I'm going to fold it in two to warm up the muscles of my back, and try to, there's two places to put the pillow. One is behind your hips, the one is in front of your hips. As I just place this rolled pillow back of my hips, this should help you to lift with great ease. I'm just lifting up and down without yanking, but sort of it's like taking an iron bar and gently moving it, heating up, and this will help the spine to ever increase its movement. So let's just place the hands so that they're about, the thumbs are, well, that they are in line with the breastbone, and elbows in close to your body, and just going down, looking down the front of your shirt, and then lifting the head and just contracting the seat muscle and lifting up and down with ease. Now with no hands now, as you lift and back down, and lifting. The feet are apart. It's an easy motion. You breathe with ease as you lift, and as you can, try to pull the shoulders back and down. As you lower, let the shoulders touch the floor, and lift and back down. A few more times to warm up this iron bar with heat, not with force, but with heat. And then it will be pliable. Good. Remove your pillow and maybe keep it alongside for you when we do our relaxation. The thoracic vertebrae now are what come into play in your cobra pose. Life rounds them forward, but now we go backward, but we must do it with care. We must do it so that the lower back is kept with a great deal of space and much respect for your lower back. Place your hands now, just make a pillow out of your hands for a moment, and let me introduce you to a piece of the puzzle that I think is vital for doing a correct cobra pose. Tighten your seat muscle. Squeeze the seat muscle. It's very easy. It's good. Continue squeezing it, but for heaven's sake, don't squeeze the jaw. The two are not connected. All right, squeezing the seat muscle. Good, and now release and just let the seat muscle relax. That's part of the puzzle. The second part of the puzzle is to pull your abdominal muscle away from your floor. And it looks like this. I squeeze the seat muscle, and then I lightly pull the abdominal muscle away from the floor. You can see perhaps just a little bit away from the floor. It's not too much. And then I'll release. We're going to keep now the two actions going, and I'd like you to watch here first, please. Watch here first, and then we'll do it second. I'm going to raise forehead, nose, and chin, and then I'm going to activate the pelvis area by tightening the seat muscle, pulling my belly muscle away from the floor, and then rolling up, right up over the hip bones, the pubic bone. And then I come down very slowly, still pulling the belly muscle in, still using the buttock muscle as I come down slowly, make a pillow out of my hands. Try this with me now. It's interesting, and I know that you'll feel it, but let's try the piece of the puzzle. Squeeze the seat muscle together. Good. And pull your belly muscle away. This might take a little practice, but it's very easy.
Once you've got it, you'll understand why when we begin to do the exercise. And then release it, let it melt. Fine. Correct positioning of the hands now is to keep no congestion in your shoulders, is the fingernails in line with your breastbone. This is usually a good positioning, and elbows in close to your body. Place your forehead on the floor and open your eyes. Pull your shoulder blades back and down, away from your periphery vision. Let your forehead touch the floor, nose and chin, looking out between your brow. Activate now the pelvic area by tightening the buttock muscle and pulling your navel away from your floor. And then keeping little breaths, comfortable breaths, as you slowly raise up and up above the pubic bone, above the hip bone, and then looking out under your brow, not up to the ceiling. Keeping the belly muscle pulled in, supporting, creating space. And then rolling down very slowly, slowly. Don't rush. As you practice, make this slow, little easy breaths as you come down. As you come down, good, good. Make a pillow out of the hands and really open the feet. And breathe in and let your whole body melt. Breathing in. And exhale, sink, melt, melt, melt into the surface. Close your eyes, don't watch me. Just let melt any stressfulness out your toes. Breathe in again and become aware of the breathing as you are lying on the floor. You can feel the abdominal muscle. You can feel the expansion as you breathe in. Good, good. Now a counter pose that's very comforting, feels very good, is an opposite to what we were doing, is then to place your hands on the floor, come up onto the knees, and to our friend Mecha pose. Open the knees, sink between your knees, and stretch the arms, and reach the arms, and stretch and reach and stretch, and then come up. Fine. Lie down and just place the knees into your chest and rock side to side. Very easy, feels good. Side to side, sort of massaging those muscles that perhaps haven't been moved as deeply as they have been today. Place your feet on the floor and bring your left knee over your right knee. Breathe in, and as you exhale, bring both knees slowly down underneath right arm. Easy, easy, slow, slow, good. Then look over your left shoulder and breathe in. Breathe in, good. And feel the muscles in the rib cage. Open on the left side, exhale. And then come back, place both feet on the floor. Right now, over the left. Breathing in, long arms, and then exhaling, lower both knees, crossed, down underneath your left arm. Easy does it. You'll feel quite a lot of leverage when you get down to the floor. Breathing in again, long arms, don't force the shoulders. Exhale and come back to home. Come back to where the body is so comfortable and easy in relaxation. You deserve it. Feet well apart. And tucking the pelvis, maybe by pulling the muscles down beyond the buttock muscles. Palms turned upwards. Shoulders down from ears. Tuck the shoulder wings in. Long neck. Eyes closed. And let us go inside for relaxation. You can relax at a moment's notice. Instead of sitting tight in your office or in the car, use what you are practicing now in your safe and quiet home. As I guide this breathing, let the breath be at your rhythm and not at mine. No struggle. Join your thumb and first two fingers together, signaling to your body it's time to relax. Exhale out completely and allow the inhalation to start itself. Imagine feelings of relaxation rising from the bottoms of your feet to the top of your head.
And as you exhale, say to yourself with your inner talking, I relax, I relax, I relax, and feel the great river of relaxation flowing through you. On your next inhalation, imagine the relaxation rising up through the bottoms of your feet to the top of your head. And as you exhale, say to yourself, forehead relax, jaw, throat, chest, pelvis, arms, legs, bottoms of your feet. The variations on relaxation are endless. The effects are the same. Like a well of clear spring water, the more you use of this well, the deeper it goes.
And then to close the relaxation, let's stretch and yawn, leaving tiredness on the floor, taking energy on with you into your day. Turn on your side. Put the top end on the floor. Come up into a seated position. Thank you for coming to class. Until next time, thank you and namaste.